I agree that society should retire hate speech, but we're likely not going to do it. So what we do when we want to retire something and it doesn't occur is we make ourselves immune to it. We can't get rid of a lot of bacteria. We can't get rid of the flu virus. So what we do is we inoculate ourselves against viruses. My goal with this show is not to go ahead and pound against Joanne Reed, who I disagreed with today, or Torre, who I disagreed with today. My goal is to say, folks, let's start making that attempt to inoculate ourselves from these words and stop giving it so much power that it stops us in our tracks. I want to tell two quick business stories. I had a person that I bought hardware from, and he bought my software in Taiwan. He never knew what I looked like because in all the business dealings I did, I never did anything to reveal what I looked like or what race I was, what ethnicity or anything. All he knew is that I was from Panama. We bought thousands of, actually hundreds of thousands of exchanges between the two of us. Now, for the first time we're going to meet, it turns out that we're going to meet at a Comdex. That's a big technical show in Las Vegas. And we go out there to Las Vegas, and but beforehand, my wife made the reservations for this guy to go to Vegas to get the hotel. He paid for it, but she made all the work. She was working in the office then. And finally, the day before he flew down, he asked, "How do I know how to find you? What do you look like?" And, you know, I'm thinking, oh my God, now is the time that he's going to find out that he's dealing with a black man. And by the way, Asians are just as racist against blacks as whites are in this country. So anyhow, I told him that what I looked like, and I said, and you know, I'm black. And there was a long pause, and then he said, oh, okay. And the call was over. Now, we started to call him back for some other arrangements that we had to make for the deal that we were making. And suddenly we couldn't reach the guy. We couldn't reach the guy at all. Finally, I told my wife, you call, and when you call as if you are another person who just found his product and want to buy his product. And that's what she did, and immediately reached him. And as soon as she reached him, she passed the phone to me. And then I said, come on. What's wrong with you? Why is it that I couldn't reach you? And no, that's not a problem. So anyhow, we meet in Las Vegas and we sit down for lunch, and I immediately tell him, it's amazing that you've been doing business with me so long, and as soon as you found out that I was a black person, that is how, or the reaction that I got. The guy, you know, he kept on with the smoke screen. But the thing about it is this. It wasn't the first time that occurred. I made a contract with another person to exchange software product that I wrote, Z-Modem protocol that he had, and he wanted all of my communication tools. All we had to do was sign the contract. When I went to his booth in Las Vegas, I flipped my badge. That's how, you know, because a lot of people there were using my products, and so I always flip my badge. And I went to his little place, and I stood up there for a while. And you know, at Comdex and these areas, there are rarely any black people out there. And he sees me, and the first thing he looks at was sort of with disdain. Who are you? Because I kept on standing at the place. Who are you? So I flipped my card, and he saw Egberto, and he's like, hey Egberto, how you doing? And then he runs to his partner, and he brings his partner. Hey Robert, this is Egberto. We are supposed to be, I'm there to sign a contract with these guys. He sees me, and then he says, the partner did, Egberto, you know, we've been thinking about this, you know, we're rethinking the project. And I said, no problem, okay. And I was very cool about it, walked off. At that particular Comdex, I took my wife, and I went back to the hotel, and I think my blood pressure probably went through the sky then, you know, when I kind of told her the story. So when people tell me about, the hurt of hearing the word. The hurt of hearing the word is one thing. Notice what my title was of the blog. It's not the word that bugs me. It is the reality that bugs me. The word doesn't do a damn thing for me. When I have products that I develop and I make a deal to have a technology exchange with another person, and then the color of my skin is what stops that product from being exchanged, that is what matters. The N-word doesn't matter to me. I don't care if anybody calls me an N-word if they're purchasing my products, because it does not affect my personal economy. And what we have a whole lot of is a lot of people are concentrating so much on these words, so much on what it means to me, how it makes me feel, that it affects your ability, in my humble opinion, to function. And that is what I promise to never allow to occur with me, my daughter, or those that I have influence over.